Good morning, Jumbo Sana to all of you.
Jumbo.
Americo. Very good. So it's been a week, another week. Do we all make some progress this week?
Yes.
So let's go through team by team again. We are not in a hurry, yeah. So every week we make some progress. Every week we make some progress. Okay.
Yes.
Anyway, you guys have no class, right?
Yes.
So take this coaching as a class.
Yeah.
Once a week class. So in the meantime, every week in between our session, you do your homework and you make progress, okay, step by step going forward. Okay. All right. So let's start with Beth and Diana's team. Okay, let's start with Beth and Diana's team. And yeah, come share with me what progress have you made this week in terms of getting a better focus and a better definitions of the problem that you're going to solve. Last week, I think we talked about ways, right? We have different kind of ways, but you have not chosen to narrow down to one ways. If you can narrow down to something, then I think the business design will be easier to define. Yeah. Okay. Come tell me what have you two done this week or last week?
We have decided to do composting.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, After going through the link,
Lynette sent you some links,
the,
right? Lynette sent you some links.
yeah.
Okay.
So there are things that are not involved in the composting, like meat, plastic, diapers. So we only deal with foodstuffs, eggshells, just foodstuffs. But
Okay.
there are some things that are needed for us to be able to have a good manure that is, we have to like check the temperature of the manure after it has been produced, so that when we sell, it will not have like high pH on the soil to destroy the soil for the farmers. So we really have like to be very keen not to have even the small metals. I've seen there's a place that they say there's a magnet that you take the manure under the magnet and it picks all the small metals so that you can have a, nice manure for the farmers.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have decided on doing composting.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if that is the case, okay, the following week, the next week, this week, what is important for you two to do is to get your hands going, get into practical, try small batch. Yeah, because you live in children's garden home, right? There are lots of food waste. Agree?
Yeah.
So you start doing some small batches, and by doing that, you will learn through experience, through the experiment. But how does it work? Okay, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because if you want to do it as a business, you must be expert at small quantity. Then you can do more. Do you agree? Yeah. Your project is if you have decided on food waste, it is something that you can get the hands on. Food waste is everywhere. Your neighbor and children's garden home, you can immediately get hold of the food waste and start doing the compost. Okay. Do you have the equipment? Do you have the know-how, the step by step? Like I say, I'm not an expert on this aspect. So
the that step going the magnet and the
shredding.
The shredding, it's done with something that looks like a caterpillar. It has to like shred the waste into small particles.
Okay. But when you don't have the machine, you make do with something else. You hammer it or you cut it or whatever. You be creative because you are now educated. You be creative to find different ways of achieving the same result. Yeah. So are you able to design a small 1 month experiment to begin your process of learning by hands-on how to do compost, and from food waste, composting is the process to convert the food waste into manure. Okay, so I think the following few weeks will be your hands-on experiment in children's garden home.
Okay. Yes, we'll try and do that.
Exciting, yeah. And can you? Okay, later we come back to you. Can two of you go one side and discuss what exactly will you do over the next 2 weeks to 1 month? How to go about doing it? Do you need? What are the things you need to do composting?
Okay.
Okay, we'll come back to you. Yeah. All right, Snyder and Victor's team. Okay. Yeah. Victor, stop looking like autistic children. Joking, yeah. Okay, I saw your message, Snyder.
Yes.
Okay, it seems to be a little bit challenging trying to reach out to autistic youth at the moment now. Okay, never mind. We go around the corner first. We go around the corner. You and me and Victor, we know that there are autistic people in Kenya. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you are not creating something that uh, there's no autistic youth. There are definitely autistic youth. Okay,
Yeah.
Yes.
we can assume that there are. Okay, the fact that you cannot talk to one or a few. Okay, but now what you need to do is to make certain educated guesses and assumptions. Okay, and I think what we can do is for both of you now, we can start designing the process, start designing the business process. What will it be? Okay, I think last week we discussed about a few ideas, right? We discussed that you can create an employment opportunity by having this autistic. You do cooking is one aspect.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Then you can make cake, right? For example, or you can get them to be involved in some business processes, like for example, data entry.
Yes.
Okay, or they can be behind the scene, preparing some raw material for some company or some kitchen or whatever. Yeah, so you have different industry example that you can look at. So now I want to hear from both of you over the last 1 week. What have you discussed, and what are some of the preferences or your inclination of where you want to head towards? Is it birthday cake? Is it data entry? Is it some other employment opportunity that you want to create?
We chose bakery.
Bakery.
Yes, because it is much easier and we can start our own thing rather than the data entry where we have to depend on other organizations.
Yeah. Okay, I agree. I agree. Yeah. Okay. So you can start something now. Okay. Now what you need to do, okay, is to create the process, the business process. All right. Think in terms of a few things. Yeah. So if it's bakery, do you want to what are you thinking of? Birthday cake or mandazi or chapati or
Birthday cake.
Birthday cakes. Birthday cakes. Making breads, because when you have that machine for cooking cakes, it can do a lot of things. It can make a bread, queen cakes. Yeah, and we did the research. We saw the autistic kids. They are very creative.
Mm,
Like for example, give an example of that small queen cake. I saw they design differently.
mm,
It's not like the other queen cakes. The ones we see, like they give it different colors. They just make it to look unique and beautiful before even you start eating it. You like it first.
mm.
Yeah, so that's why we got inspired to deal with the bakery.
Okay, good. I like the idea.
Yeah, and the idea was we can put the bakery the way you said. We will put online, and people
Mm.
can come in, because we saw if when we were watching, we saw you can train like one autistic kid who is you find that there's that one child who is very active, like he's like he's very anxious to know things. So like that one, she or he is the one you go with her to deal with the customer, and they are really good with dealing with the customer.
Autistic youth during the customer.
Yeah,
Those who have speech.
those ones who can speak, they are those ones who they are very good in speaking.
Okay. Not many of them are very good in speaking, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Both of you must be an expert in autistic behavior, yeah. Go and read about them, yeah. Autistic people are very good with process. If you teach them to knead the dough for cake, maybe they cannot do anything else, but they only do dough. Right? The reason why autistic people are not good socially is they cannot read your expression. Right? You look at me now. You look at me now. What's my expression?
You're hungry.
Angry. Okay? Right? But the autistic people do not know that I'm angry. So they are socially unable to know whether a person that's why they are emotionally very, very blank. Yeah? Snyder, you study special needs, yeah? So you know that.
Yes, that is true.
Autistic people are not good with dealing with people. In fact, they're scared of dealing with people. Right? And they're very innocent. They're like a child. They're like a child. So if they look at Snyder, maybe this autistic boy, they look at Snyder, oh, your hair look very interesting. What will he do? He will just reach out and grab your hair. Right?
Yes.
But if Snyder is a normal girl with no training about autistic, you will think that it's sexual harassment.
Wow.
Right? So you will call the police. You say that this boy is trying to molest me. But the autistic child is innocent. He's just trying to find out more about your hair. Okay, so there's a lot of misunderstanding, because especially in the society like in Kenya, if many people do not know the autistic people, they are more often than not, they are misunderstood. Okay, so there are cases where autistic youth or even boy, they look at a woman and they just go and hug the lady, or they touch, the breast or what, But to them, they're just being help friendly. So they cannot understand, oh, this is not socially this is not supposed, you're not supposed to do this. Socially, you're not supposed to do that. And socially, if you see somebody with an expression, you should stay away. You should, So they are unable to do that. So dealing with a customer would be a challenge for autistic people. Okay. But can you progress to that? Would there be autistic youth that are high functioning that eventually can progress to dealing with customer possible? Yeah. In your business setting, you want to find something very, very, very ordinary and very, very repetitive. Okay. So perhaps one autistic youth would be just doing the dough. Okay. But you must have normal people like you handling the dangerous thing like the oven. Okay, because the autistic people may not know that they are not supposed to touch something that's hot. So when you deal with autistic employment, you have pretty high liability. So they call it a job design process. If you don't design the job properly, and you design it such that you are requiring them to do something dangerous and they get hurt, the society may not forgive you. You get me? So in the very beginning, you want to define your whole, in other words, your whole bakery process, birthday cake making process. I want the two of you to start drawing out the flow chart. What do you need? What are the ingredients? You get what I mean? What are the ingredients? The sugar, the flour, the yeast, the butter. Okay? I want you to think carefully. Step 1, ingredients. Step 2, what do you need to do first? Okay? Blend the egg with the butter. Okay? And then step 3, step 4, step 5. Then you ask yourself, of course, now you don't have autistic youth to work with you, but we intelligently and creatively, we design the process first. Later on, when the youth can come in, you test. You test whether your and your process is really doable or not. You understand? So it's so now you want to design the whole process of cake baking. Okay. Now, who is good with cake baking? You have Daphne here, who has just logged in. Okay. And I'm going to share with you one Facebook page of one of the supporter of Children's Garden Home. She has donated money to many of the projects that I do with you guys in Children's Garden Home. Okay. I'm going to share screen and you can see, okay? Now you're seeing this screen, right? Now this is Mok. Mok is my very good friend. She's also my customer in Avita. Okay. Now Mok's boy, older boy, she has a boy and a girl. So this boy, his name is Meat. Meat is autistic. So for the earlier part, for quite, I think even when Meat was until 5 years old, he doesn't say a single word. So Mook was very was pretty worried about the child. Okay, but it has gone through a lot of therapy, a lot of learning, and today Meat is a really nice boy. But like I say, he's very mild and very nice. Now, Mother Mook has a talent. Her talent is in making beautiful birthday cake. Look at some of these birthday cake. Okay, I'm going to show you some of the, you see these are the, she's very, very talented in making birthday cake. Look at this birthday cake. Don't you think if you have some birthday cake like that, you will sell a lot of money?
Yes.
Okay, who will support you? I think all the aspect, all the Muzungu in Nairobi will be exciting to buy some of this cake for their children. Okay, now I'm going to show you some more of the cake that she make. She can make the cake looks like, let me see, she is also a social entrepreneur. Let's see, where are some of her cake? She's from Thailand. Look at this cake. Look at this cake. She made it herself, no? See, like the pearl, yeah, everything, and the shoe, the handbag, yeah. Okay, she can make very beautiful cake. See a few more cake, yeah. I think this is another cake. And this is another cake. Okay, let's see a few more cake, and then I will tell you what we can do together with her. This is another cake that she made. Nice.
Yes.
So she's very talented, and what I can do, I can request her to join us in this project. Okay, and share with you her recipe. Okay, and then maybe I can work with her with you and to brand it such that we use her Her name, you see her all the cake that she make. Okay, it's very interesting design, yeah. Okay, so I could suggest to her to support us in this project. What do you think?
Yeah, that will be nice.
Yeah, and because she has an autistic child herself, okay, we can invite her to share her experiences in because her son actually make the cake with her every time. Yeah, the son loved making cake with her. So I think she will have a better understanding about working with autistic children. See, this is another cake. This is a birthday cake for this boy, 5 years old, but it's made by her. Right? Interesting, right?
That's very nice.
Okay. And this is another cake for this person. Look at this. Okay. Now,
Yeah.
Mama Daphne here. Okay, Mama Daphne here. I was told that she also loved baking.
Yeah, correct.
So Mama Daphne, will you be willing to help them by sharing your experience? Okay, your recipe, just one recipe. Okay, what are the ingredients? How much of it? And then what are the steps? Break it down into very simple steps. Step one, maybe beat the egg together with the flour. Step two, then add sugar. Step three, whatever. Right? So when you have this whole process breaking down into step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, then I want the two of you to think creatively, which is the step in your bakery that the autistic you can do, and which other step normal employee or you yourself must do. Okay, now the final you break it down, the easier would be later on when you have a real youth who join you and intern with you for a period, and you get into real creations, okay? And then you can fine tune, okay, this guy can do more than one step or more than 3 steps, okay? And document this whole thing. In fact, Victor, you can shoot it into a video and document out your social enterprise from day one, working with me and Daphne, with you guys, doing your research, document it in your whole file, okay? Until the day where you engage the youth, working together, fine-tuning the process and all that. So it becomes a story to be told later. When you launch your bakery, we launch it with a story.
Yeah.
And that story is going to be the story that is international collaboration. Kenyan, Singaporean, Thai, whatever, working together and making this happen. Okay?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Good.
Yeah? So I think what the two of you need to do is when you finally get a recipe, and the coaching from Mook, the Thai lady, okay, then the two of you must start making the cake yourself first. Because if you do not know how to bake a cake, you cannot teach the children to bake a cake.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, please.
Have both of you been baked before? Have you all made a cake before? Bake a cake before?
No.
Okay. Then have you all have oven?
No.
Oven. No,
Okay. So if you want to bake a cake, maybe first thing first, you have to get a oven.
Don't worry.
Then,
all these are part of the experiment. It's just like I asked Daphne, I asked Beth and Diana to go one side, right? I'm gonna ask you to do the same thing. Okay, you can go one side, and I can create a breakout room while I continue to coach the Meridian 101 team. I can create a breakout room for you two with Mama Daphne. Okay? Daphne, can I put you and them into a breakout room and you can guide them on what exactly are some of the equipment and some of the appliances required for an initial experiment. Okay? If need be, what we can do, we can raise some fund. Okay, I'll write it out. We can raise some fund. You get those equipment and start trying out. Okay? In the same way that I'm asking Beth and Diana to start talking, planning now, what do they need, okay, to do the composting from food waste into manure? What do they need? Okay? Maybe you need some basic equipment at the moment now. Let's say, for example, an oven. Okay? But we are not going to buy a commercial oven.
Yeah, no.
Just to do experiment. You get what I mean?
Yes.
Okay? We will buy an oven that's big enough or sufficient, and maybe some other equipment. I'm not sure. I'm not a baker myself. Okay? So Daphne is going to work with you on this. Can you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll put you guys in a breakout room, and then you can have a talk. Okay?
Let me take something.
Yeah.
Some paper.
Yeah. Wait, we join with another phone.
Huh? Oh, you will join another phone?
Yeah, with another phone so that we can break with the other phone. We are using one computer.
Oh, I see. Okay. Come, you join in first, then I will then break out. You're right.
I think if we are not going to go to a breakout room today, maybe I can get prepared to write down on the text, including the photo to you. What is the basic thing that you need to have?
It's also okay.
Very basic.
But what I'm
okay?
going, Snyder is going to, yeah, I have a second account coming in already. So I'm going to break because I will talk to different teams anyway. Okay. So at the moment now, you can help the two of them to run through some of this. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to rename this as Snyder so that I can know who is who. Okay, Snyder and Daphne will be in one breakout room. The rest will be. Okay. Hi there. Are you still here with me? Right? What happened? Only Jermaine here with me. Hey, what happened? Children's Garden Home disappear. Did you manage to get to the breakout room?
No, we.
You're muted. All of you are muted.
We get into the breakout room, but for just a while and then kick off.
Yeah, I pull you all back because I couldn't find Children's Garden Home.
Okay, let us cancel. I cancel this one from the computer. and then I open with my account so that you can add mine. We can leave mine for them, and then we go with Schneider's.
You don't need to cancel. You just Snyder just log in now. Both of you log in, right?
Yes, both of them are. This one they have both logged in with the same account.
Yeah, but Snyder and you must go somewhere else, not together. You go to the next room together with Daphne. Usually you got to go somewhere else. You cannot be too close together. So this account, Victor, this account that I'm looking at you now, you leave it to Isaac and Esther.
I'm saying this account, Snyder's used the same account to log in from her phone. So that's why when you mute, you take us to the breakout room. Even this one is going.
But Snyder has a different account with us now, isn't it? Snyder has already logged in with a different account, right?
Yeah. Here is Snyder. Na kwa nini hiyo na Snyder basi ameweka gani huko?
Okay, let's try. Yeah, let's try. Let's try again.
Try with this one, Snyder.
Snyder, we shall try again. Yeah, we shall try again.
Yeah.
Isaac, Esther, can you hear me?
Am I pronounce your name correctly?
Pardon, we can't hear you.
Yeah, I said, am I, how to pronounce your name?
Next is Snyder
Yeah, Snyder. And
Victor.
Vita. Vita.
Victor.
Yeah, V-I-N, yeah. So while we are waiting for them, I can show you some more cake. Is it this one you saw before? Okay, then this is the thing that I learned. This is so-called blueberry. It's a blueberry. It's a basic blueberry cake. So how we do is that the same. We do the sponge cake, and then we cream. Then we have a cream, and then we just apply decorate. Okay. And then this is carrot cake. This is the carrot cake. Okay. This is the carrot cake.
Oh.
And this one we call is the butter
But-
cake. Yeah, butter carrot.
Yeah.
Oh, this one I showed you just now before. I think I didn't show you is the we even can do the cheese almond pear tart. Almond pear tart is a pear. The fruit, you know, a pear. The
Yes.
pear that we eat, the fruits.
Oh,
It's an almond pear tart. Almond pear tart.
yes.
Okay. We also can do is the cinnamon. We also do the cinnamon bread.
Cinnamon. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
And then this is the picture.
P?
Cinnamon roll. It's a bread.
That's a cake.
This is a bread. Bread.
Oh, bread. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is I think you all like this.
Sure.
Yeah, this one
It's
is.
a cheese chocolate strawberry cake.
Oh.
It's very beautiful.
Yeah, it's also nice to eat. And this is the one that I've done before. Bread.
Yeah, this bread.
A
Yes.
basic. All these are basic. Okay. See, I have a lot. Yeah, I think yeah. So maybe while we are waiting, I can try to Google what is the machine.
Yes.
The
What is the
best.
thing that since they take time, we got time to Google.
The one which can cook
Yes.
and bread.
It's a baking.
Nimeona hapa ndani kuna makan kwa. Hey, wageni ya kampuni ni mita. Mzee ananunua kwanza ile mashine chini. Hiyo ndio ananipa nyingine inakuwa nyingi. Simanga na ana Google ile mashine. Hata amjia.
I think you can Google this. You can check how much is this. In Singapore, this is very cheap. It's about $30.
Angalia juu na kilimo ulifanya
Yeah.
kwa $30. Mwalimu. What is the name of
The machine.
Philips.
Philips ni kampuni kubwa bwana.
Can you see?
What is the name of the machine?
The machine is called picture machine.
Picture.
Yeah. Okay, I just open.
Hii kisimu kina hanging.
We are all back here now. Yeah.
Okay.
Very good. Has it been a good discussion with Mama Daphne?
Yes.
Okay, because I just now we mentioned about the basic cake. What is the basic cake? Before we decoration is we have 3 types. One is chiffon, one is sponge cake, and one is butter cake. So what we have to do is we need to practice basic
Yes.
cake first. Okay.
Yes.
And most of the cake that we're doing for birthday cake, everything is sponge cake. But I will teach them because I think I'm very good in chiffon cake. So I will teach them the chiffon. I just show them what is pandan and ask them to see where is the pandan cake.
Yeah.
Yeah, see whether they got pandan there, and I think they have coconut. So I have mentioned that I will list up all the basic tools that they need, and also I will show them a video of how to do a chiffon, and following by sponge, and following by a butter cake. Okay, I even also told them if I will contact with my instructor, because I was learned 20 years ago from my cake chef. So perhaps he can, after let them learn the basic, they have the foundation. Perhaps I can contact to my instructor and see how we can going on.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay. So you, all 6 of you, listen. We are now moving into the prototyping phase of our business design. Okay.
Yes.
Now, as far as Beth and Diana's team is concerned, they have an idea about converting food waste into manure. Okay. So I've invited them to come up with a process, come up with what are the equipment that they need. Okay. So this week, the homework will be for you to think through very detailed what are the equipment you need to purchase, invest in, invest in. What are the things you need to buy to prepare for a prototyping? Small amount, I'm not talking about industrial size, okay? So small amount to make sure that you know how to convert food waste into 1 kg of manure. Because if you know how the process and the formula of converting food waste into 1 kg of manure, you will know how to convert into 100 kg of manure. Do we all agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
in the very beginning, prototyping, we make do with whatever you have in the children's garden home. Okay. So they mentioned about spade, mentioned about wheelbarrow, mentioned about some other things. Whatever you have, you make use of it first. Whatever you need but you don't have, then I will go and find the money to help you to invest in the basic things first. So the next 1 month for all 3 teams would be the prototyping month, to show yourself, to prove to yourself that your idea that you have in your head indeed is doable, is feasible, is viable. Are we all agreeable?
Yes.
Yeah, very important. Now, for Snyder and Victor, they have narrowed down to creating birthday cake, okay, employing autistic youth to create in the process of baking a birthday cake, okay, now, and then sell it through e-commerce. We forget about e-commerce now first, okay?
Yeah.
We don't spend time on doing that. Now is, can you make a cake? Okay, now again, it's the same thing. Luckily, we have expertise in Daphne, and later on, I will talk to Mook. Okay, but Daphne say it right, yeah. Even Mook say Mook's is the Mook's part is the final sculpting of the cake.
Decoration.
To make a handbag, make it look decorate, make it look like a fantastic cake, yeah. But the inside is always sponge cake or saffron cake or whatever, yeah. So you got to get the basic right first. Mook can come in to teach you about decoration later on.
Correct.
Okay, what are the food color? What are the dough? What are the or cream? I don't know what. Okay, those come in later. Yeah, but now you got to get the basic right. So in order to get the basic right, we will also invest in some basic. Yeah. So what will it be? Will it be an oven? Will it be some, don't know what, so that one definitely will work with you and guide you. And you then, this week, your homework is come up with a list. Exactly what you need to buy, where to buy in Kenya, how much in Kenyan shilling.
Yeah.
Okay? So by the end of the week, by next Sunday, when we talk, I will then confirm, okay, how much money needed for Snyder and Victor's team, how much money needed for Beth and Diana's team, and how much money needed for Isaac and Esther's team. Okay, now Esther and Isaac's team also has been very focused and fine-tuning. Okay, fine-tuned to the point where they know what exactly they're going to offer. Okay, now Jermaine has volunteered to be the coach to Isaac and Snyder's team. Now, thankfully, Isaac and Snyder is not only two of them, because in 2016 and 2018, I have trained about 12 of you guys. Okay, so we have like girls-wise, and Meridian 101 Ambassador girls-wise, we have Esther, we have Sharon, we have Grace, and we have one more who?
Freddie.
Mason, is it there here? Okay. And then boys, wise, the older one, we have Alvan, and a few others. Yeah. So for the Meridian, we are also now fine-tuning to the product design. Okay. So what exactly will be the service and the product that we are going to define? Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is Jermaine will work with Isaac and Esther and me, and we will conduct a separate training of Meridian 101 training, fine-tuning. Facial gua sha, we agreed that is going to be one selling point. Okay. De-stress may be another selling point. Okay. So this week, what you're going to do is you're going to arrange 1 or 2 sessions together with your whole Meridian team. Okay, together with Jermaine and me, and we'll do some fine-tuning training for all of you. Okay. The next thing is that you're going to require also product, okay, in the form of Avita herbal oil. Okay. So I have requested for you to list down very detailed what is the inventory available in Children's Garden Home now from the last donation in 2018. How many bottles of Vita Meridian you have, how much of Fanosol you have, how many gua sha board you have, etc. Okay. Then we will plan forward in order for you to launch your business. What are some of the oil we need to stock up in Kenya, and what are some of the how many gua sha board we need to stock up in Kenya, and we'll figure out a way to send it from Singapore to Kenya and to raise money for that. Okay.
Yes.
All 3 things very clear.
Yes.
Jermaine, Stephanie, anything to add? Thank you very much for both of you to join in and volunteer to help.
Yeah. We do what we can do, our best, what we can do.
Just now, just continue. Just now you say you can't hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because next week until end of the month, I'll be working full 5 days. So probably when I reach home about 8.
Yeah, thankfully in Kenya it's 5 hours behind us.
Okay.
So 8 o'clock, say 8 o'clock in.
So they are 3 o'clock, right? So it's quite okay already.
Yeah.
So we are okay now. We are okay.
Yeah, like Saturday it's difficult for them because when we start our Meridian Ambassador course at 10 o'clock, it's 5 a.m. in Kenya.
So it's okay. Yeah, that is very early. So they have to wake up 5 o'clock.
Yeah, so late in the evening for us is afternoon for them. It's still possible.
Okay. Then it's still okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
But it'll be tiring for Jermaine.
It's okay lah. Anyway.
Can you all
Just
give
get the thing done.
Can you all give a clap to Jermaine?
No problem. Just get the thing done. That's all. Then hopefully this project will be on now as soon as possible.
Yeah.
That's I hope. They get more money for the kids.
So there is a reason now, pandemic, all of you have no school, right? So even in weekdays, we can do some of this training, right?
Yeah.
And we can even be creative. Let's say, for example, if Daphne on one of the weekday afternoon has time to make a cake, put the camera there, you know, okay? And then ask Snyder and Victor to tune in, and you just put a camera down there, lah. And then you do, yeah, and record the whole session. Then while you are doing, you can talk to them, you know? And definitely, if you want to do that, you let me know. I can come by your home. I can be your
scapegoat. With the tester, scapegoat.
Okay, we can either do that. Also, don't need a Zoom. We can have a separate session. I can video Daphne, for example. Okay, but anyway, some of this cake baking thing is something that should be quite readily available on the YouTube also. Okay?
Yeah.
And because I'm not really expert in that, I will have to defer and request Daphne if you can kind of search around and find a good a good how to bake cake video, you know.
Okay. Because different cake got different eggs to look for, because some is special for sponge, some is special for chiffon. Right. So just now we did mention that I will take a video how I make the first thing, the basic first, and then send to them. Then they study through. But I want to join in if they make a cake, when I can go in and get out. Maybe this is not right. This is
Okay.
And or they can make the cake and show me, take a video or show me, either way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Am I right to say in Children's Garden Home at the moment now there's no oven?
Yes.
So don't worry. You learn the process first. Okay. Identify the oven capacity, all that. Find out how much it is. Is this still Nakumat?
Yeah, Naivas. No, we don't have Nakumat. We have Naivas.
Oh, Naivas. Nearby anyway. Just a few hundred meters away from Children's Garden Home. There's a Naivas there.
Yes.
Okay. You are going to find out all those price and all that. Okay. Leave it to me. Money, I will go and rob the bank.
No, I also have Google. I said that very beginning we would use this handmade one.
Handheld.
Yeah.
Handheld.
So it's more easy.
All this information you can send it to the group chat.
Yes. Yeah, I will.
Okay.
But I only don't know the oven, what type of oven that Kenya have.
What you can do is, can you all go to Naivas now?
Yeah, we will go and we will do research.
Yeah, you can take photo, yeah?
Yeah.
Are you able to go out to the Naivas?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Okay, then you can just take photograph and you can show mommy. Okay, never mind, cannot see now, yeah? Okay, you're going to take you do the homework, this is your homework, yeah? Okay, and then important thing, all three team, give me a costing.
Yes.
Okay, when I was in Children's Garden, I taught you how to do costing, yeah? Go and okay, I don't mean cheapest, but must get the most solution, yeah? And then I will go and rob the bank. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you very much. And anything else to add by Jermaine and Daphne and any one of you?
No, I think that solved the problem. Since there are 5 hours behind us, so I'm okay. Yeah, any day lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have Moses. Come, Moses. Share it.
You rob, I'll jail you.
What is that?
I'll jail you if you rob.
You will kill me? Okay, you can try, but you are far away in Kenya. You can't jail me.